Hey gang, it's Chris Shepard here for Tone Canyon, and today I'm going to talk about one of the most influential records for me as a musician. It's Flexable by Steve Vai. So I'm all laid up this week. I slipped on some ice and my back is killing me, and I have a really sore wrist. So that's awesome. Even though Steve Vai is regarded as one of the greatest guitar players of all time, this album is not simply just about guitar. It is so innovative and special and creative and wild and beautiful that for a young musician, it just absolutely blew my mind. So let's check out the tunes. First up, Little Green Men. So this album starts off with this crazy static panning trick, and then just jumps into this crazy odd time groove, which then automatically sets up a ton of fun for some crazy pitch shift alien voices.
Check it out!
Even though you are green with those big, large heads, something off of the movie screen.
So now we're getting into the first chorus here, and as you can hear, it has that cool rhythm in the odd time signature, plus this really crazy, infectious little. This next section features an alien rap and a little word from God.
Wait a minute, you. Was it true about Einstein's theory and Darwin too?
God divine.
Alright, this next track is called Viv Woman. It has some inspired Van Halen style riffing, which is tightly double tracked, a nice simple effective bass line, obviously some super cool drum programming on the Lynn drum by Roger Lynn. It's just like he knows that the album is so full of surprises that he just wants you to settle into like a good, crunchy, funky groove before he really starts to unleash the beast, which he will be doing very shortly. So this section here goes into 3/4 time or a 6/8, however you want to look at it. And coming up soon, it features some really warped trumpets, which is just like a very strange effect and paints a tone for what's coming later in the album. And just when you're chomping at the bit for some really crazy guitar playing, here he comes.
Just go for it!
Track 3, Lovers Are Crazy. I love this track because it really reminds me of Joe Jackson's songwriting and singing style even. There are also a lot of really quirky vocal phrasings, as well as some really cool, interesting pop cultural references. The chorus itself actually has some really cool call and response vocals between male and female, and they always seem to just harmonize into one another very beautifully.
Are we just crazy? Am I hurting you?
The instrumental part of the song has like really quirky keys in Ottawa, and then goes into like a very Zappa-esque style of horns. Here we have a nice section that sort of speaks to the overall vibe of the song in a different key. It's just really pretty and beautiful. Steve's got like a ton of different styles and emotions throughout the album. In track 4, we have a really playful, beautiful song, somewhat in the style of, I would say, Pat Metheny and Jaco Pastorius' work together. The melody is played on both the xylophone and the flute, which is later tricked out by a splash of colorful guitars, which you'll hear real soon. It's practically impossible to pick out all the highlights from track to track, let alone on the whole album. but I'm doing my best here. Enjoy. All right, now we got the boy-girl song. This is just a campy, fun rock and roll romp, really cute, and still has a lot of little surprises in it.
What am I gonna do with that girl? What am I gonna do with that girl? That girl, she's making me crazy, but you know that I love her so. And that girl, she don't mean maybe, even though she might tell you so. What am I gonna do with
I think you get the drift.
What am I gonna do with that boy?
Little classic call and response.
Boy, you're making me crazy, but you know that I love you so. Hey girl, you don't mean maybe, even though you might tell me so.
And then a little trumpet section fun just to wrap it all up. All right, the moment you've been waiting for, the Attitude song. This song pretty much is like the greatest guitar instrumental ever. It throws in everything, total kitchen sink, practically every technique you've ever heard, and some new ones. Then these awesome guitar harmonies. Check out how much work went into the drum programming and how tight it is with the guitars. Sick! Pull the string off the neck. Insane harmony guitars coming your way, and he's just getting warmed up. Little Led Zeppelin style, whole lot of love lead. Crazy. What is going on around here? Absolutely brilliant guitar playing. So inventive. And then we have this insane Cuckoo Bananas Glenn Miller style chord. Once again, check out the brilliant drum programming with the guitars.
Track 7, Call It Sleep, by guitarist Steve Vai. Just some super syrupy, melodic, tasty lead guitar play for your pleasure. Face and full of surprises.
Junkie is definitely one of my favorite songs on the album.
I need some junk to shoot in my veins. Would you give me some to relieve the pain?
The vocal performance is staggering. First, it starts off a little bit like Neil Diamond and eventually gets into full-on Meatloaf.
City streets are making me crazy.
This is the kind of song that I call a slow burn. It just keeps opening up, adding more instrumentation, and just more and more levels of emotion till you really get into something beautiful.
I need a fix, then I'll be okay. These city streets are making me crazy. I'm chewing on glass, but I don't even bleed. I don't even bleed. I don't even bleed. I don't even bleed. I pray tonight to the King of Kings. Won't you pull me out? I'd rehabilitate.
Now we start getting into some Todd Rundgren style vocal harmonies.
You can't fool fate. You can't fool fate. You can't fool fate. No, you can't fool fate. I need some help. I need some help. I'm falling apart.
Hang tight, guitar fans. This is when things start going really nutso. There are so many different levels of textures and emotions in this song. It's amazing. We give it a total whammy bar freak out. And we're done with Junkie. The final 3 tracks on the album are very insane and are pretty much like pushing the envelope on so many levels. They are a mini symphonic study of innovation. Track 9 is called Bill's Private Parts. It features the Lynn drum exclusively and is very reminiscent of some of the interludes on Frank Zappa's Shake Your Booty album. Track 10, Next Stop Earth, is essentially Steve's version of 2 aliens talking to one another via the guitar. It really made me think about the guitar in a lot of different ways. The whole record really did. There's something dead in here. And it's just really wildly abstract chord voicings and ideas. I guess you would say he got a lot from, say, 12-tone Rose, Stravinsky harmonies, Ligeti, etc., etc. Just wild stuff. For most people, this is probably the most challenging song to listen to. But trust me, when you get behind it a little bit, you'll hear some amazing things. Check out this call and response. So the tune ends with one really dissonant chord, and one amazingly beautiful, brilliant chord. And then just fades off into the distance. Brilliant innovation. Steve Vai. Flexable.